Hi!
Welcome to
The thing that...
We Talk About.
Yeah, I'm Anif.
I'm Jeremy.
And there's Jessica behind the camera.
And we're gonna talk about a lot of things today. No, not a lot of things, actually, just one thing.
Only just one thing.
Okay,
thing.
sorry.
My English heart. Music makes the people
Come
come
together.
together.
Copyright.
No, we're
just singing, it's fine.
Okay,
You're not
really?
gonna copy. Wow,
Oh, shit. I
I
don't
was
know.
singing so good.
Yeah.
Okay.
We sound exactly like Madonna.
Okay. So tell me, what is your relationship with music? Like, how much do you love music? How much is music a part of your life?
I love it. But also a bit of like, I don't like it.
Why?
Because I can't play any instrument and I cannot sing. So that's why.
But you have a guitar right there. I mean, at least you're trying.
Don't tell people I can
At least you're trying. At least you're trying.
Yes, I'm trying.
A plus for effort.
Yeah.
Gotta say.
How about you?
It depends, whenever it depends on the emotions, when you're feeling like really emotional, then you gotta play something jiwang and shit.
Yeah.
And then when you're feeling really hyper, this is when you're going with all those metal rock and shit. And it's like, So yeah, music is definitely a must in my life.
Would you say you listen to music every day?
Yeah, definitely. Even when I play games, I must have a specific music when I play game.
You don't listen to the sound in the game?
But I put it really soft so that it hypes me up.
Oh.
So I go like, yeah, rage mode, kill. Sorry. What about you?
Me? I mean, I try to listen to music every day. But
You try.
You try to like a chore.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's not that. It's not that. Sometimes that I listen to news and stuff, and when I do work, I listen to music. When I drive or ride a bike, listen to music. But yeah,
Back then I would say driving is more listening to music, like radio. You know how back then His FM was the best.
Yeah,
Back
shout
then.
out. Back then.
now not the best.
Now not the best.
I'm sorry, I just don't like the genre now. So.
I think now everybody's just on Spotify.
Yeah.
Which we'll get to later. So what kind of music do you listen to growing up?
And sing.
Yeah, you
NSYNC.
team NSYNC.
Justin Timberlake for life.
I'm team Backstreet Boys.
Same.
Yeah.
Backstreet Boy.
Yeah,
Backstreet Boy, but life.
After Backstreet Boys, of course, Backstreet Boys, I was way younger a bit. But then once I grew up a little more, and then it was NSYNC's time. So it was NSYNC for me.
Really?
What? You can listen back on.
Yeah, I still listen to,
Not
Backstreet
like
Boys and
super
NSYNC,
far,
and
right?
of course, all the boy bands back in the days. And
So between
Spice
the
Girls. Spice Girls.
Boyzone.
Boyzone,
Boyzone.
Westlife.
Westlife.
No
Westlife.
Westlife.
Why?
I like Westlife.
No Westlife.
Westlife is good.
But not all of it.
I don't know. Westlife to me, they just sing other people's songs. They don't have their own shit. So no Westlife.
So what about those are very Western, a lot of white people music.
What people music?
Are you talking about country music or like?
No. Whatever you name, those are white artists
Oh.
lah. What other like artists do you listen to? Like hip hop, R&B, and all that. Did you all listen to that growing up
Too fat.
in the 90s?
These two fake
fat.
Warren G.
Malaysia
represented. I like Too Fat.
Yeah, too fat. That's the
Yeah.
only one song that I know from Too Fat. The one with Warren G.
Other than that,
What about Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson is Western also.
No. I mean like different kind of genre lah.
Oh, Michael Jackson is the king of pop. You must listen to Michael Jackson,
Yeah.
especially back in the days.
Thriller.
Still relevant to
Yeah.
today.
Until now, his song is still, I don't know, it's one like once the song turns up, you gotta get turned
Turned.
up. Turned.
That's what the kids say, right? Get turned.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to be
Is that?
trying to be like
Because somebody's
cool kids.
birthday
You're trying
coming
to
up.
relate.
Can you?
Feeling-
What, hey, they don't. You don't have to say that. You don't have,
Why? We must. Okay.
No,
Jeremy is
coming
still
soon,
18.
so you're gonna turn up
I'm still 18.
Jeremy.
I'm still.
Turn up, Jeremy.
Turn up Jeremy.
So what about Chinese music? Jay Chou, Wang Li Hong.
My brother is a big Chinese music listener, so and he's of course a big Jay Chou guy. I mean, most
Jay Chou.
people back in the days, it was Jay Chou growing up,
No, Wang Li Hong for
and
me.
Wang Li Home and
Lin Junjie.
Machi.
Machi.
LMF.
Yeah, I like Jay Chow and Machi. And also, when I was younger, my dad used to play guitar.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kitaro is
all
awesome.
the time, like in the
I don't know why.
It's
Like back then when
Kitaro
Kitaro was damn hot, it's like.
What, is he still
drums.
alive?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I
You
can,
gotta Google that.
even if he's still alive, I think he still looks the same with the long hair.
I think to be honest, when I look at guitar, right, it reminds me of my father, you know.
Oh,
Like because he looks
looks like a dad.
yeah, he looks like my dad.
It's like the hair.
Yeah, because of the hair and the mustache
You know, like
and
the
everything.
Japanese men look
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Your father does look Japanese though.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
so
true.
when I listen to Kitaro, and then I don't know why he like this. Maybe he thinks like, oh, look like
Yeah.
something like that.
I played this song.
Yeah, it was me.
Might look like a Japanese guy. It was like me.
Yeah.
My alter ego, Kitaro. Bam.
Oh,
You got famous dad, you don't even know it.
And,
Shit.
and boy, yeah, my dad watched this.
Oh,
That's
shout
true.
out
Shout out to
to
Anis
Anis
dad.
dad.
Hi, Anis dad.
So my journey with music every depend on my age, right? It change over the years. So when I was in primary school, because I went to Chinese school, right? So obviously I listened to a lot of Chinese songs.
She's a Lee Home junkie.
Yeah.
Wang Li Hong.
And then a lot of typical pop music. I like pop. I have
She likes
nothing
Lin
against.
Jin Che.
And Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, S Club 7. Remember S Club 7?
Ah, that's that's
You know
when-
those days?
It was during S Club 7. It was like, oh, nah, no.
Yeah. Then when I hit, when I was in secondary school, then I started listening to K-pop.
PBT.
Puberty. Then K-pop all the way lah, until today.
Oh.
I'm still an avid.
Still K-pop.
Still K-pop.
Well, for me, when I grew up, like you said lah, you know, English music. My father is a hard rocker. Back in the days, all that Scorpion, you know,
Rocker.
Deep Purple shit. So influence, that's my influence. And then after that, reached to a point, my brother took over my music, you know. So whatever he plays, I listen to. It's always Jay Chow. And then at one point, he started listening to all out J-rock. So back then, it's all Gary's influence. Thanks, Gary. Thanks, Gary.
So did y'all listen to a lot of oldies back then? Like our parents' generation's music?
Yeah, that's my
50s,
father's
60s,
influence.
70s.
Definitely
Yeah.
the Great
ABBA,
Carpenters, ABBA, the
Bee Gees.
Bee Gees. Bee
good.
Gees is
You know
so
Bee
good.
Gees?
Even till now, it's so good.
Very old.
Why?
For
Bee
me,
Gees,
my-
Bee Gees is like the Daft Punk now. Now Daft Punk is considered old.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What else are oldies? Yeah.
My Jamie
A lot
started
of
maybe
very
wrong.
good
Different-
oldies.
Different one though. Was like Backstreet Boys first. Backstreet Boys, and then goes to
What
like
would your father? What does your father play for you?
Kitaro, most of the time. Yeah.
You should start listening to oldies.
No, like Kitaro, and then after that.
I'm sure there's others. Like
I don't know,
Sarawak music. I don't know.
listen to-
Like,
No man, I mean I don't really
Lana
know
music.
Sarawak music.
Goddamn. Huh?
I don't know. There's a lot of musicians in Sarawak. There's a lot of Iban musicians and
yeah.
local musicians lah. They are very very good, but unfortunately I was not exposed to it because growing up I listened to Backstreet Boys and then I listened to
Yeah, all the
Green
pop
Days
music, right?
and then all these
Back
Papa
then,
Roach
I
and
would
all
say,
that.
you know,
Or the band.
the radio influences lah.
Yeah,
The radio.
yeah.
So those days we listened to a lot of radio, right? Then we bought cassettes, CDs. Right.
Speaking of cassette,
How you record music? You record the songs, right?
my father bought one cassette, which is the weirdest thing I've ever seen him buy. Kush Kush Hotai.
Huh? Because you mean what? The movie soundtrack?
Yeah, the soundtrack.
Wow.
He literally bought the cassette for it. And then he played in the car, and then I'm like, the hell are you doing? You're not Indian.
I mean-
I understand.
What you
Like,
trying to say?
I mean, Indian music is great and all, but like, we've never watched a single Indian movie. You know, like, why would you suddenly,
Why you suddenly bought that then?
I don't know. It's just
Maybe he listened to it for one time and he fell in love with. Oh, this song is very nice.
Because
They have a lot of good songs.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Kush
Kush Kush Hotai, of course
and
lah.
Kabi Kushi Kabi
You
Gum.
know, music knows no race or
Yes.
religion.
Yeah, I know.
Music is universal.
It's just we were never exposed to a Tamil movie,
it
a
caught you off
Bollywood.
guard, right?
Yeah,
Like, wait, what?
Because it was just me and him in the car, and then suddenly he came in, and then it's like, yeah, listen to this. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, they just caught me off guard. It's like, holy shit, what the hell's going on? But I like that song. Kush Kush Wata is like one.
I remember during this one phase when I was like super duper into Wang Li Hong, right? That time we didn't have. I think we had CDs already, but those days when a new song come out, if you got money, you straight away go and buy the CD lah, right? But people like me like don't have that much money to go and buy, so wait for it to play on the radio.
Use cassette and record.
Yeah, and then I would play the Chinese radio station, right? And then I agak, okay, this is a segment where they play new music, so I just wait. Sure, they'll play his song when. Then the minute the DJ introduced the song, then straight away press record. And sometimes I'll use my phone to record. That's
Wait,
how
phone can record, man?
last time like something like voice recording, but the old phone got, my phone got.
What phone is that?
What
phone you use?
Sony Ericsson.
High school.
Okay, but okay.
High school.
Okay.
So that was how I kept music. But now it's like at your fingertips, you know.
The worst one is when you record the music, right? Then the radio DJs are the type to talk in between them. Damn annoying. Thank God it never happened anymore. But like it's like ni lagu yang agak sedap ni.
Then the song plays.
I actually never really record song using tape.
My brother does it, I don't.
I mean, I don't because I just buy the cassette. So like the first cassette that I bought was like Linkin Park.
Linkin Park! Yes. Hybrid theory.
Rest in
Linkin Park,
peace,
yeah.
Chester.
That's like
Yeah, rest in peace,
yeah.
Chester.
So
Gotta love you. Peace to Chester. My favorite rock band, Linkin Park, definitely.
Do you prefer listening to music via cassette or CD?
I don't think it makes any difference though.
No,
As
the
long as
whole
the music
experience
is,
is
I think.
different.
I think it's the same.
I'm
Same.
not the type to like, an audio file or anything. I'm more like, as long as the music is playing.
I think CD is easier because you can skip to the specific song that you want easily. But cassette, you have to rewind and all that, right?
Yeah. You know what's the
Yeah.
best? Spotify. You just play that song. That's it.
Yes!
Click.
Now we're
On
so
repeat.
pampered, I feel.
Yeah, I
we're
think-
so lucky.
Yeah, and it's
Not just Spotify, you have Apple Music,
everything on your fingertips.
you have
which is-
Tidal, YouTube Music also
I know
got now.
SoundCloud and all
Yeah.
those that was online.
And
Back then,
Jukes.
you know, back then, during the internet age, during the internet, whatever, I download
Yes.
MP3s.
Yes.
That's all
Yeah.
piracy.
But back
I
then
mean,
it was
we've all done it.
Yeah.
Right?
everybody does it.
Nobody
man.
do it
Everybody
anymore
does,
now.
MP3
Yeah,
and put it
the
in
good old days of
the
Kazaa,
small player,
Yeah.
like a small the famous one, the Sony
MP3
one.
player,
Yeah,
So
anyone
tiny
who have
MP3
a
player.
Yeah, we
Sony
had an
MP3
MP3
player. Whoever had that's like
kaya sia. Kaya sia.
Oh, that one's still okay. After that, they had the iPod Shuffle.
Oh, that one
Anybody with the iPod Shuffle,
That one.
Damn rich.
you rich
Rich
kid,
people. Rich
lucky,
people.
pampered.
I've actually never had a friend who actually have an iPod Shuffle. Like
No.
the only one friend that had a Sony MP3 player was one of my friends. Hi Izuan. It's like the first time I saw like, yo, then show me.
Dia orang kaya.
Ayo. So jealous.
Maybe.
So how has your music preference changed over the years? Do you think it changed?
Mine not really.
I mean,
I
if,
think mine's about the same also.
if you reach to a point when we get to the next segment, when we talk about Spotify, you will
Yeah.
notice, yes,
Yeah.
there is an inclusion of one that is going to be quite weird. Yeah.
Mine is like it's still the same because I listen to a lot of pop music.
Yeah, yeah.
So pop rock, like
I mean,
a lot of pop
the
music lah.
newer pop musics nowadays, there's only a few that I can layan, not all.
I think in recent years I started delving into started getting to know more indie artists because of, I guess.
What is considered an indie artist?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
that-
say
Is the
because of the
1975
internet.
considered an indie artist?
Yeah,
I listen to
they
that.
say hipster music lah, like those music festival kind of music, not mainstream. Anything that's not mainstream, you don't often hear on the radio, basically.
I don't know who is that.
But-
I don't.
Is there a thing such as indie artists anymore nowadays?
Yeah, there's still a lot.
I mean,
people who are not
Once
signed
you-
under those big labels. Those
Yeah,
are
but
still
then when you
independent.
go to the radio or you go to a gig and everybody knows you, you put your song in Spotify or whatever, that's not, is it
I mean,
considered
as
indie?
long as you're on
artist?
Spotify, are you considered indie?
Yeah.
No, indie not as in nobody knows you. Indie as in they are independent.
As
They
in
work
there's no record
independently.
No label lah.
Don't have the labels like Warner or Universal to help you
Sony or whatever.
promote your
Like
albums
Lukman.
everywhere.
Lukman Podolsky. Shout out Lukman Podolsky. Lukman Podolsky got great songs,
Is he
man.
under label? I don't think so.
I don't know. I think he did on his. I don't know. I don't know.
but
I'm sure.
good.
Good shit.
Good shit.
Lukman Podolsky. You gotta try it out. you know.
Okay, who are some of the Malaysian artists that you like? We have a lot of great talents
P.
here.
Ramlee.
P. Ramlee.
Come on, P. Ramlee, man.
Some more?
I
I like Yuna.
I like Radi OAG.
OG.
Radi OAG.
Oh, OAG.
Yeah.
My brother tells me about them, but I've never heard of them.
But
What? Bro.
I love Estranged.
Estranged is
is
good.
good.
Estranged is good.
We had this band that just disbanded.
Flop Poppy.
Tokyo Protocol.
Oh,
Tokyo Protocol.
Kyoto.
Kyoto.
Terbalik. Stay not Japan.
Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
Kyoto Protocol.
They're great.
How about Mahabahaya? Who sang Mahabahaya?
Estranged, right?
No,
No. It's by Moods and DJ.
Shavi.
Pop Shavi.
Yeah, Pop Shavi.
Oh yeah, Pop Shavi were one of the first that went international. Someone they got famous in Japan, right? Of all
Yeah.
places.
They're really good in Japan.
So Pop Shavi is really good.
There's Piranha. There's
don't know.
who
I
else?
know Faisal Tahir, but I've never heard his song.
He became
Aiyo.
famous
I've heard of all this lah, but I
because he
don't
became
Faisal Tahir,
famous
bro.
from.
the one I heard is
I know
Yeah, I don't
vocals lah.
remember
Like Fazal Tahir,
Siti
Aizat
songs.
Hamdan.
why nobody says Siti Nurhaliza, like why?
Siti Nurhaliza.
Yes, of course.
Everybody has to love
Everybody-
her voice.
But the
Love
best
her.
one I say like it's like like right now hitting it up in the international Yuna
Yeah, Yuna.
hands down
Playing it.
killing it.
She has a great story also because she came up as an indie artist. Just uploading, same as ZRV lah. Just
Yeah.
started out online.
ZRV
ZRV, shout out.
Sarawakin
We love this.
Sarawakin
Actually, I really like this local independent artist sound because they don't sound the same lah.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
don't sound very mainstream.
Yeah,
in
I
Malaysia,
agree.
mainstream. To be frank, mainstream artists in Malaysia are mainly Malay or Chinese. English artists not a lot. Right?
What's the famous Chinese one? I don't know also. Is name we considered an indie artist?
No,
Really?
Fish Leong.
Oh, Fish Leong. Back then famous
I
in
have no
Taiwan also.
idea who.
Back then.
Got
I
a
think,
few
but
Tong Hua, but what's his name?
Tong Hua. Oh yeah, that guy.
Oh my gosh, I suddenly forgot.
Don't know.
Never mind.
Yeah, that guy lah. That guy lah.
You say you don't know so lah.
I cannot remember. I cannot recall his
Tong
name.
Hua, it was so famous.
I don't know. Chao Ke is also.
Chao Ke. Daniel from Malaysian Idol.
Malaysian Idol. That one, because he sang a duet with Mosme, so.
From Malaysia Idol, I didn't know Jackie V,
But nowadays mainly
Exactly.
we know.
Jacqueline Victor.
Nowadays we mainly know a lot of Malay artists lah, I guess.
Yeah.
You know. So, what concerts have you been to over the years? Let's talk a bit about concerts.
Blackpink.
Blackpink area.
We've been to Blackpink concert.
I don't know a single one of the
Yeah,
songs.
I mean, the first time that we were there, we were being tagged along by Jessica.
I know how it feels to be in in the state of culture shock.
It's like,
Yeah, it's like
Really? You felt culture shock?
no,
Yeah.
No,
Like
the first time I
really,
went
the
to
first
a
time.
concert, which I
K-pop
don't know.
concert.
Yeah, and then I go there and
Especially.
then I'm like, oh, the kids, the
Hey.
kids.
Okay,
They sing in everything.
first of all, they're kids because we went to a Blackpink concert. Blackpink is very young. Obviously, they
yeah.
appeal to even younger
Yeah,
audience.
yeah.
10-year-old singing the
What
whole
if
lyrics.
one day I'm gonna bring y'all to a big band concert? Hopefully they'll come here again. Then you'll
Hopefully
see.
they reunite.
It's not kids, okay?
Will they reunite? Big Bang? Hashtag Big Bang for life. Big Bang
Big
for life.
Bang
Hashtag
for
Big Bang.
life. I've been to their concert.
Big Bang.
Amazing.
VIP.
But okay, I want to say something about K-pop. Okay, I started listening to K-pop when how old was I? Maybe 2004. Okay, how many years is that? 16 years.
6
okay?
years.
Okay. 16.
6 years.
2004.
It's 2020.
Yeah,
already, bro.
2020, yeah.
2020.
Well, I'm sorry.
San 20.
I'm like,
But those
what's
days,
that?
when you listen to K-pop, people judge you, But I don't really care.
True that.
Okay.
My brother
Yeah,
told me
judge
like,
me, what you
Korean songs, what are they singing? Like some
Yeah,
weird
that was 2004. Then you enter the 2010s, right? Like 2011.
Everything is K-pop, right?
Suddenly, people start knowing about
Big Bang,
and all this 21,
what about Brown Eyed Girls?
Brown Eyed Girls.
What's that?
That was
Wonder
like-
Girls, Wonder
yeah,
Girls.
that's some of the
11, what? 2 p.m., 2 p.m., 2 p.m.,
2 p.m., 2 a.m.,
11 p.m.
2 p.m.
2 p.m.
So Super Junior, all this, right? Then they
yeah.
start getting famous. They start getting famous here among the mainstream
Yeah.
crowd also. Then suddenly everyone like, oh, actually K-pop is quite cool,
Yeah.
right? And then now today, BTS, Blackpink all reached the States, They're even on the Grammys and all that.
Which is why
Which
I don't
sometimes
listen to
I
that.
feel, right, I love that people are loving K-pop, but at the same time I also like, I hate it that it's so mainstream now.
you hate it that it's mainstream. But you should celebrate it.
Celebrate because you're the one who
You're a pioneer. You're a pioneer.
You're a pioneer.
You
No, I
pioneer
know,
this
right?
way before
Okay,
it was
the-
hit.
Yeah.
They call it fandom. The whole
you can call them
fandom of
fake.
K-pop now
Uh.
and back then is very different.
Yeah.
Now it's like so extremely crazy.
Yeah. Back then also quite
Insane.
crazy lah,
But
but
not to this extent.
No, now to the point where like you see something bad about BTS, the army is gonna come for you, man.
The army is the fact.
let's not
Very
say
dangerous.
anything bad about BTS. We love
They are
BTS.
great. I
We
love
love,
Dynamite.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scene. No, it's Bangtan
Bangtan Boys.
Boys.
Are you serious?
But
You really thought
BTS
it's
what?
You really thought it's
That is the term when we do production though. Behind the scene. But BTS Bangtan Boys.
Bangtan Boys.
Please
We love
forgive
Bangtan
Jeremy.
Boys.
Please
Yeah.
forgive
I mean,
Jeremy.
He actually listened to it but he just denied.
Yeah, we listen to Bangtan Boys.
But they're great. They're great.
They're great.
They're great.
But I think one of my first K-pop artists was Boa. You know Boa?
Ooh, boy.
She's the queen.
She hot.
She just came out with her 10th album.
Boy,
I'm so excited.
so good.
And then
She's-
after that
she's,
is
like, super
Rain.
good.
Upa Rain.
Oh my god.
Still my Upa today, B.
B.
Rain is
Hey, I'm-
Rain is
Sorry. Too much. When you speak about rain, that's what happens lah. You know, it gets
Excited,
instant.
I like JYP.
Yeah, JYP
JYP
artists.
is good. I think JYP is one of the K-pop.
Sorry, have you seen Rain's abs? I don't have it though. I don't.
No, like it's like JYP still can make music that relevant to today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He although he came from way before Rain, but when he make music for his own artist, right, it's like, wow.
Can you imagine? He's made music for God, which started in the 90s,
Yeah.
when they started JYP. Till today, he's still writing for his artists like Twice. All this. He can write across genres and all hits were number one hits. So he's quite a genius.
Yeah.
I love JYP.
This song is one of the best.
Why are we
If you
going into
listen-
K-pop right now?
No, like seriously, because
Gary's
cannot-
rap is
you
hot though.
cannot deny the K-pop, hip-hop punya industry.
Yeah, the
it's
rap
actually
scene
very-
is
It's like
very
one
good.
of the good Tiger JK. Like those are one of the like
J Park.
yo.
They spit hot fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
They spit hot fire.
I don't understand. I mean, I just don't know why. But when they rap in Korean, it just sound way cooler.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know what they're rapping about.
But
But then it sounds like hot fire.
Yeah.
It sounds like they're dissing everybody. It's like, like damn, shit, that shit's fire.
I hope I can go to a Korean rap concert one day. To be honest.
I mean, we have been to we heard it on the streets. Remember
Yeah.
that guy?
Oh,
was
yeah.
rapping on the street. That guy
the
is
battle.
in Hongdae, right?
So we
Yeah.
had an experience of like, if you guys are watching or listening, we had the
Yeah.
experience of like listening to a battle rap, hip hop battle rap on the street in Hongdae, and we like, ooh, we have no clue what they were rapping about, but we just like,
We're just standing there, it's like, wow, he's
Yeah.
singing.
They were in the
He's spitting
playground.
hot fire.
Yeah, they were in the playground, I remember.
Yeah, they were playground. We were
Yeah.
there. We were just tourists, and then they were spitting rhymes.
I'm gonna look for that
Sound like
video
mine.
and try to put this in.
Yeah.
yeah.
But we want to go through our Spotify Wrapped playlist. Right, recently, 2-3 days ago,
Can we not do this?
everybody keeps sharing our Spotify Wrapped.
This is the part where you create.
Why? Okay, let's see what
Why?
you've been listening to. Okay,
Let's
start
browse
with-
to it.
yeah. How many new artists did you discover this year?
Wait, so we have to tell our own shit?
Yeah, why
Yeah.
not?
Damn it.
So
Come on, share.
I discovered about 317 new artists.
Wow,
Yeah,
this whole year.
this whole year. That's not a lot compared to this dude right here.
It's covered 621.
See, I told you. Double. How about you?
In all fairness, there was just a lot of random songs. I just go to a certain, playlist that you don't know, and you just play through all of it.
Yeah, same with me. Sometimes you're just playing at the back when you're driving. You're just playing. You don't even know who the fuck is it. Like,
Yeah, it's like,
not
oh
bad.
yeah, this
Not bad.
This is Hafaya. Yeah, that's it.
How about you?
Okay, I'm pretty sure I think I'm a creature of habit now. I only listen to the things that I like. So I only discovered 130 new artists.
And that's not bad.
Okay,
That's not bad.
I mean, like, she's very focused.
She's loyal is what we're
Loyal
saying.
to-
She's all about them. Hashtag K-pop.
Okay, speaking of that, what are your top genres? Okay, okay, my top 5 lah. Okay, number 1 obviously K-pop. Number 2 is pop. Number 3 is Christian music lah, worship music.
Okay.
Number 4, weirdly, Korean pop.
Isn't it K-pop and Korean pop?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know how Spotify does it, but apparently mine is Korean pop, number 5. Then number 5 is show tunes. I like musicals. I like listening to musical soundtrack, okay?
Wait, when you say show tunes, like what?
Like Glee, Hamilton.
Is Mandalorian considered a show tune?
No,
that's a
musical,
sound-
like
that's a-
Broadway musical.
That's a soundtrack.
Oh, because Mandalorian is hot fire.
Soundtrack? I don't know what it falls under. Maybe it's show tunes as well. What about you guys? Top genres?
You go first. You go first.
My top genre, I told you mine doesn't change much. So it's like 1 is pop music, 2 is rap, 3rd is K-pop, 4 is melodic rap, and
Melodic
the
rap.
5th one is the weirdest one, Australian pop. What is Australian pop actually?
Maybe it's what's the name?
Australian artists ah?
The one that will never be royals. What's the?
No, she's New Zealand.
Oh, okay.
Lord.
Side by side, man. Side by side, man.
I don't know. Australian pop is the weirdest one.
I don't know.
Wait, what?
I think one of the artists is, what's his name? Louis? Something Louis.
Luis Capaldi?
I think he's Australian, no?
Lauf.
Is
Laos is not
Laos,
Australian.
no.
Okay, what about your top 5 genre?
Please don't be too surprised and
Okay.
don't judge me. Rock, obviously. And the second one, classical performance.
Which is classical music, right?
Classical music. And then,
He loves his orchestra.
and then the third one is pop. Then the fourth one is J-rock or J-pop rock, whatever.
Yeah.
And then 5 is rap.
Rap.
Yeah, we have common, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
like,
Okay,
very
but we need
rap and
to.
pop, you know.
Why classical music?
So this is what I'm trying to understand.
So-
Why classical music?
So when you say how our music tastes change through time, so I don't know. It's just something about classical music that the melody is just
Does it calm you down?
It just sounds right.
I think I know where it's coming
Yeah.
from because lately I've been playing this one list in Spotify. It's called Jazz in the Background.
Yeah.
There's
something like
basically no vocal. It's just
straight
jazz.
up
It's
instruments.
like when you sit in a hotel lounge. That's the jazz music.
Oh, the hotel music.
Yeah, basically that. No, not that one. It's like different kind of calm.
More soothing, or not?
Yeah, more soothing one. I think that's how you felt about
Yes,
classical
yes.
music.
I'm definitely, I would say the classical music, there's this type of grande towards it,
Yeah.
like when they play and then suddenly, there's the highs and the lows and the tempo changes. Everything about it just.
So would you want to go for like a philharmonic
I have been to one.
orchestra concert for? Final
During
Fantasy.
my college years, I went to. It's a philharmonic orchestra in Malaysia, so they just play all those famous tunes. So
Did you go for
my
the
college-
Final Fantasy one?
I have been to a Final Fantasy one,
Ooh.
and also a video game music concert, which also that's the.
Orchestrals.
Dude went to more concerts than I do.
I love music. Music
Yeah,
is good.
concerts are great.
Music is good.
Okay, what was your top song of the year?
You go first.
J-Rock. So J-Rock all the way. Kanabun is a Japanese rock band, and the song is called Silhouette. So
Is it from an anime?
yes, it's from Naruto. It's from Naruto.
How
But the
about
song is
you?
nice. Like the song.
That? Me?
Your top song?
My top song number 1 is Watermelon Sugar. Look, the song is catchy.
Yeah, the song is- the song
is very nice.
It gives me some sort of
As
like,
much
It's quite a feel good song.
as much as I don't
energy.
like, you know, this what's his previous band called?
One Direction.
One Direction. Because you know we're haters and haters gonna hate.
I mean,
I'm not.
I don't hate One Direction,
But
but I
then
never
Harry
listen to
Styles, this song is really
Yeah,
awesome.
this song is good. So number 2 is Godzilla by Eminem. I put the song on repeat a lot.
Oh wait, we're going through the list.
Can?
What's the list?
Yeah.
Yeah, top 5 list.
Oh,
Yeah. Number 3 is Blinding Lights by The Weeknd.
right, nice. I got that.
Yeah,
that's my
it's
number
the same
3
with
too.
me.
That's my number 3.
Yeah. Number 4 is somebody that you don't like, Yummy by Justin Bieber.
Why of all songs yummy though? Okay, never mind.
Because the song's like it's good. It has a good vibe to it.
Okay,
so I
okay.
like
No
it.
judgment, no judgment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Straight up judging. Don't care.
The last one is Adore You by Harry Styles.
Again, Harry Styles.
Nice.
Twice.
Yeah.
Hey, Harry
Two in
Styles'
one.
solo album is really
It's
good.
really
It's
good.
very different.
2 in 1
His
list.
solo album is good.
How about your top
How about
5?
yours?
So your
My-
first one was
My first one
Kanabun.
was that. Wait, where is it? Shit. Yeah. First one is Kanabun. Second one
Second one is
is Cello Suite Number 1 in G major by Johann Sebastian Bach.
What is that?
Can you guys imagine? He listened to Johann Sebastian
Johann
Bach.
Sebastian Bach. So it's just this cello music that is freaking awesome. Just go listen to it. Don't even have
Shall
to
go listen to this.
So the third one is Blinding Lights. And the fourth one is Dance Macabre by Camille Saint-Saëns. If you pronounce it in French, Camille Saint-Saëns.
Another
Just
orchestra.
Google that name. Didn't know how to pronounce it the whole time.
I'm pretty sure nobody actually knows what song is
Yeah.
that.
But Dance Macabre was the one I was saying on the movie. Wait, not movie. What's it called? That series,
Oh, the
Ratchet.
series Ratchet.
Oh.
Yeah, it's on Ratchet.
Is it the montage song you were talking about?
Yes, the opening song for Ratchet, which is really tight. And the fifth one is Star Maker by Kanabun. So 2 Kanabuns in one list.
Hey, you like
Two Harrys, two Harrys.
J-Rock. So J-Rock and classical music one. So what were your top podcasts this year? It's part of Spotify Music. So
Things that we talk about.
hey, no lies. What?
Things that we talk about. Go listen to it. It's so good.
Okay, Anit, your top 5 podcasts.
My top 5, the first one is the Fashion Week by Arnold Long and
Ooh, Fashion Week.
Lucas.
Lucas.
Nice.
Local.
Second one is the Tabletop by the Ming Ting.
Local.
Local.
The third one is Mama Session by Ginny Bo. Yeah.
Local.
The big three. The big
Shout
three.
out, shout
In
out.
Malaysia, big
Four is Tableau Podcast
Ooh.
because it's like very chill.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like
He's really
okay,
good. Tableau
and
is
then-
from a Korean hip
Yes,
hop
from a
group.
Korean K-pop group called Epic High. And then the last one is the things that we talk about. Okay, look, let me justify. I need to support my own podcast, bro. I mean, what's the point of you creating a podcast but you don't listen to it?
My first one is Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend.
Conan O'Brien.
I love my comedy, so Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. It's very good.
He has very good guests
Yeah,
sometimes.
I love his guests. Anyways, second one is the Min Max Show. It's also an American podcast that mainly talks about games. So you know where I'm coming from. Literally with Rob Lowe, also another under the Conan Team Coco podcast team.
Where Angmo are you?
Yeah.
Where Angmo?
The fourth one, the Table Talk podcast. not things that we're talking about. Sorry. And the fifth one is Behind the Screen, by the Hollywood Reporter. So
Behind the screen.
behind the
I've
screen.
never
behind
heard
the
of
screen, yeah, it's about them talking about how movies, everything behind the movie, like behind the scenes, like BTS.
that. No, another BTS.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, my top podcast. I usually listen to podcasts on Apple Podcasts lah. So my Spotify is just sometimes when I'm on my computer or what, and I can't play Apple Podcasts. So mine is the top one is called "We Bought a House" by Phineas. Phineas is Billie Eilish's brother.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay, so Phineas and his girlfriend Claudia, she's a YouTuber. So both of them during quarantine they started a podcast talking about just life in general. It's quite interesting. I like listening to them.
Huh.
Second one is the Michelle Obama podcast.
ooh,
Because
yeah,
it's a Spotify exclusive. I
She's
love
like
her podcast.
classy.
yeah. I mean,
But her podcast is good. It's very chill.
Conan interviewed them, so that's why I found out that she had a podcast too.
Yeah.
Did you know? Hillary Clinton has her own podcast also.
Really? Oh, I don't
Really?
really know. But the third one is things that we talk about.
Hey.
Yeah,
you don't even
Jeremy,
support.
looking at you.
I just don't like listening to myself. Okay, goddamn.
Number 4 is Head Over Heels podcast. They're about girls stuff lah under the tabletop umbrella.
Okay.
Hosted by Maggie. And last one is K-pop Debut with Eric Nam.
Surprise, Tablo is not on it.
Because I listen on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
And then Tablo is not doing any more new episodes,
Yeah,
sadly.
he's not doing anymore. You see, he sucked already.
It's okay.
So in total, I spent 1,114 minutes listening to podcasts on Spotify. lah.
1,114.
I think it's way more on Apple.
Yeah, I think it's way
How
more
long
than
do you spend?
for you?
How long did you guys spend?
5,491 minutes.
That's
Wow!
a lot.
Yeah.
I spent about 1,236 minutes. Well,
Okay lah.
because I ride bike, so
I drive all the time, so I have time to, like, back then it's all
Yeah.
about radio, so nowadays driving cars is all about podcasts.
I think music and all also is all in the car lah, easier to listen, right? Okay, what was your
Biggest podcast bitch.
top podcast binge? Like how many episodes in a row?
So I have 9 episodes in one day on Conan O'Brien.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
His episodes are so long though.
Yeah, his hour-long episodes just interviewing guests is just freaking content.
Comedy. Mine
Funny as hell.
was only 3 episodes of the Michelle Obama podcast.
Oh.
I don't usually binge podcasts now because I follow a lot. What about you?
I don't have a binge podcast.
You don't have a binge because
Yeah.
you
You've
listen to
never
a
binged
variety
one.
lah.
Yeah, I'm like listen to
You after
different
one
ones.
episode of this, you jump to the straight to the
Yeah.
next one. Jump.
Yeah, because you
Jump to
want to
the
hear a
one.
different voice after
Yeah.
a while, right?
Yeah, I don't mind listening to Conan every day.
That's true.
He's just so damn funny. I just can't.
So that's for podcast. Now back to music, right? Okay. What was your top decade? We've gone through the decades, like we listened to all decades, right?
Yeah.
What was your top decade this year?
Mine was weird. It was 2000s.
2000s.
Yeah. But then the song was,
What? Oh, the
it
song.
was Meditation by, what's his name?
Are you serious?
Jules.
London Symphony Orchestra or something.
No, the composer's name. Shit, I googled his name. What's his name?
What's his name? Camille Saint?
Okay,
Jules
Wahid.
Massenet. Yes.
Oh,
Wow.
Jules Massenet.
it's another classical music, right?
Yeah. So I think it's considered 2000s because it's a re-recording. So the London
Oh.
Philharmonic redid and re-recorded in a more beautiful
London Symphony Orchestra. Nice.
Symphony,
Okay. So Jeremy is quite a classical man.
Yes.
Really?
Despite of his look, he's a classical man.
This is why I look.
Yeah.
What about your top genre?
Mine
Top
is
decade?
2000. So the top one, Gravity by John Mayer.
Oh, John Mayer.
Oh, John
So
Mayer.
I like John Mayer because of his music.
Yes.
One, because of how he plays guitar. He's called like master chord guitar. Like people would say, like if you want to know, like John Mayer, if he sings, make music, it sounds fine, normal. But when he plays the guitar, it's like, yo, different. He's a different guy. So, yeah. John Mayer.
John Mayer is crazy good on the guitar.
Yeah. How about you?
My top decade was also the same 2000s, but my song was Sunset Glow by Big Bang. I don't know if you heard this song, but this song is amazing. It's not really like their style, like very dark hip hop, right? It's actually a very happy summer song.
Can you sing a bit?
Okay, this song is actually a remake of an old song, but they remake it in very different. I cannot
Sing.
remember it lah.
Sing.
I can't remember.
I mean, I can, but I don't understand.
Sing a bit.
The one. Okay, go and Google Sunset Glow by
Something
Big
like
Bang.
that.
Sunset Glow.
Sing for
Listen
me,
to
yeah.
it.
But I cannot sing the classical music, man. I can't do that.
You cannot.
I did it, but why don't
Sunset
you?
Glow is like 난 너를 사랑해.
Oh, that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. Okay.
Then-
Next.
Next
So
one.
in total, how many artists did you listen to this year?
Like I said, so I play those like a certain playlist, like a Tokyo Best Hits or something like that.
You go for playlists.
Yeah, I go for playlists by Spotify, so I'll just play whatever is on there. So that's why I have a huge amount.
How many?
Wow.
It's 600. Is it? 1,087 artists.
Wow.
1,087
Yes,
is a
it's
lot.
all different.
Not songs and artists.
Yeah.
So it's because you play in one playlist.
Yeah, one
with a lot of
playlist or different playlists, so it's
I did the
all
same.
different artists on it.
I did the same, but I have a tendency to like listen to this playlist. I feel like it's at some point I get bored, I just change to another playlist. So hence that's why mine is just like about 506 artists.
That's also a lot. What? That's considered a lot.
Yeah.
506 is a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, look at
Different
this guy.
artists, you know. Yeah, that's good.
I mean, like I
Jeremy
said,
got
I
plenty
am
of
not
time.
random,
Look
so
at this guy,
it
man.
doesn't count. Doesn't count.
I only have 370 because I tend to listen to an album. I like to go to the full album.
Loyalist.
No lah, it's like nicer lah. Because sometimes, right, an artist's song, there are good ones that are not their title songs that are played on the radio. Some of their lesser known songs are sometimes nice.
So you tend to explore an artist's album lah, compared to listen to the top song
If I like that, no, but only if I like that artist lah.
Have
If it's
you explored one? Have you explored?
I mean, I do, but sometimes when I explore, it's like out of like.
I mean, this year.
This year? Yeah. Because I
Name
explore
the one that you remember the most.
Harry Styles.
his album is really good.
Because the album is actually good.
Yeah.
That hence is why you see there's a doll.
I wouldn't
And-
hate on Harry Styles,
You know?
but I hate on One Direction. So for me, it's more like the weirdest one because my girlfriend loves Joji. So I've gotten into it, and then his new album came out, and I really got into it with her, and it's really good.
Joji came to Malaysia last year for Good Vibes.
Did not know that.
But was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. But I couldn't stay because it was so late. So I didn't stay for his performance. But I know a lot of young girls and guys who are crazy.
Good Vibes. The one is like on
The
the
one
field
in
and all that.
Genting.
Always
Genting,
thinking,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. When it's come back next year, we should go.
Yeah, it's okay.
And be youngsters again.
Back then, I wasn't really into his. But then when his new album, came
Yeah,
out,
next year we go into it lah.
Inshallah.
We fashion like them also.
Inshallah, COVID hilang lah.
Yeah.
Inshallah.
Hopefully.
This year there was supposed to be a 3-day Good Vibes. But it didn't happen.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's
So
alright.
on
That's the
that
reason
note,
why.
what were your top 5 artists this year?
Who? Top
Let's
artist this
name
year.
it.
Kanabun is definitely top.
Yours, Kanabun.
Kanabun. This year is Kanabun, Joji, Andrei Avkimovic. So it's this dude. Okay, he remasters remasters old video game musics.
Oh.
So I love Doom. So I went to his remaster and I played the whole thing over and over again when I play games. So that's why it's on my list. So number 4, oddly enough, Paramore.
Oh,
It's
Paramore.
out of nowhere. All this
Out of
classical
nowhere.
music is Paramore.
Still one of the best bands from the
Yeah.
2000s.
Fifth one, The Weeknd.
Yeah.
Weekend. Like
You-
Blinding Lights is just it's too damn good.
Poor The Weekend.
Why?
Yeah, they were snubbed
he
for
didn't
Grammys.
Oh, the Grammys. Yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
artists were not
Grammys,
happy
yeah.
about this year's
Yeah.
nominations.
Okay, for mine, number 1 is Eminem. I listen to
Yeah.
Eminem a lot.
Eminem is king.
Number 2 is John Mayer. Yeah,
He's
I
also
listen to
another
John
king.
Mayer a lot. So this is very contrast between these two. So number 3 is Harry Styles.
Yeah. Oh, he's
Beyonce.
quite a Harry Styles fan. Huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
Beyonce.
Okay.
Number 4 is Love.
Okay.
Number 5 is Lainey.
Lainey.
is good.
Thank God.
Lainey is
Lainey is
great.
Thank God Justin Bieber wasn't on the list.
I love Lainey.
Well, you never know.
Actually, Lainey wasn't on my
Don't
list
do it
this
next
year.
year. Okay? Don't do it for next year. It's like just repeat Justin Bieber and like because you got that okay now.
You got it, yeah. How
I'm
about
surprised I'm surprised Lainey wasn't on my list because I looked their album quite a lot. But my top artists this year, okay, number 1 is Bethel Music, their church worship album. Okay, number
No
2
judgment.
is CL from 21.
21,
She had
yeah.
her own solo stuff that finally came out this year.
Finally.
Number 3, don't judge man, Taylor Swift.
It's okay. Taylor
It's fine.
Swift.
Taylor Swift is
I like her new albums, really good. Her newest album this year came out during quarantine, so it's like super chill.
Oh, the one
Like,
with the
the
music
one-
video with the
She with Bon Iver,
yeah.
Bon Iver. I don't know how to pronounce
It's
his
okay.
name.
Never mind.
Number 4 is James Arthur, and
Don't
number
know.
5 is Carrie Job, a Christian artist lah.
Oh, okay.
So I listen to a lot of Christian songs from my Spotify and K-pop and pop.
Good for you.
Good.
It's okay. No judgment. It's a circle of no judgment.
It's cool that like none of us have like some
Similar
black
taste.
metal kind of stuff.
Why not?
Heavy metal.
Why not
some-
Slipknot? Why not?
No, like the thing is, we don't have that. Do you have a friend that listen to those kind of
I
heavy?
do.
I do.
To be honest, sometimes like I don't understand.
You don't understand screamo music?
Yeah, I don't understand screamo music.
I mean,
but
depends
then
lah.
after a while, I had a friend. His name is Out Shout Out. So he plays guitar and drum. Or whatever. He likes this kind of music, right? So I listen to it like. Now I understand why. It's because it's the
It's releasing energy.
Yeah,
It's somehow like you know how people listen to music for different emotion. So when you feel a certain way, you listen to this. So classical music is when I feel a little bit more jiwang or something. Also, I go into
Yeah.
that, and also a lot of when rock is just because you know you want to drive fast,
Yeah?
you want to kill people online. You know,
No.
it's just all rock music. Rock has been built in.
I listen to a lot of
I like
K-pop.
rock music with a melody, a nice melody, man.
Like Linkin Park.
Yeah. Like Linkin Park.
Oh.
You know, our local bands like Estranged,
Yeah, strange.
Paper Plane Pursuit.
Yeah,
know?
people play. I wouldn't call it rock. Was it rock?
I
pop
think it's
rock.
like a pop.
It's more
a
pop.
But they
Pop music.
disbanded last year.
Yeah, and then they sound very much like Green Day. So
Do they?
yeah,
Yeah, they kind of sound like Green Day.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a wrap up of our Spotify.
Yes.
It's we're
So-
nearing the end of 2020, so therefore we need wrap ups.
Yeah, we wrap up the Spotify music
Yeah.
first. Then
So-
who knows the next episode we wrap up what? I have no idea.
Let's see what else
You
we
have
wrap
to
up
like
next.
keep listening to us in order for to know what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
just weird, 2020. Yeah, you just
You live for 2 months.
we lived for 2 months, and then the rest is all classical music.
So that was all about the music that we like. You know a bit
Yeah.
about our taste in music already.
Yep.
Very different among the three of us.
Yeah. How
Very
about you
surprising.
guys? If you guys have a music that the kind of genre that you want us to listen to,
Yeah,
the
just-
music that you recommend to us to listen to, just write
Don't
on
be
the
afraid
comment.
to tell us what you like.
Yeah.
We will always be monitoring just to see
Yeah.
if it's good. We'll tell you it's good. I mean, if it's according to our taste, of course.
Yeah.
And then if it's we don't really like it, then we also tell you. Maybe it's not this.
No judging is very
Yeah.
subjective because
Doesn't
everybody have a different taste of music.
Exactly.
Yeah. But that's it for today's episode.
That's
it.
Yeah. See you on the next episode. Don't forget to listen to our Spotify.
Listen.
Well-
Don't be like me. Okay. At least they listen to this
Yes.
show.
Yes.
I just don't like to listen myself. But you, hopefully, you like to listen to me.
So we're on every platform of podcast, and we're on YouTube. If you wanna watch our reaction, just can go to
Yes.
YouTube and
If
watch
you want to
it.
see our stupid face, go YouTube. If you want to listen to our awesome voice, go to podcast,
Yeah.
wherever you get your podcasts. And then don't forget to like
And subscribe. Okay, that's it for today. I'm Anif.
I'm Jeremy.
That's Jessica. See you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.